Welcome back to the Sportscast NFL Game Day Show. Right here live from the Icebox Studios with my boys, the Knocker.
What's up?
Johnny Icebox on the ones and twos. Needs his mic on.
Yeah, I do.
There we go. Back here, though, from the luscious, beautiful Icebox Studios. Thank you once again, all of our fans, listeners out there, for supporting us, checking us out. Make sure you guys, once again, subscribe to us on iTunes. It's the best way to get a hold of the show if you can't watch us or listen live. But if you are home and you are watching live, thank you very much. You guys can get all of our shows on demand at our Pod Center. We have made a couple changes to the schedule due to my work schedule, basically.
Having to pay bills sucks, doesn't it? It really does.
Having
man.
a wife that won't work sucks. What are you talking? My God.
Oh.
Throw it out there.
Won't or doesn't. That's a big difference.
That's kind of a big difference between the two, right? Seriously. But yeah, since my work schedule is summertime with my business pretty busy, so I'll be back working during the days quite a bit. So we have changed our noon show, the normal sportscast show where we cover, NHL, NBA, Wild World of Sports, You Gotta Knock the Fuck Out, Douchebag of the Week, all that good stuff. You guys can find that show now Tuesdays, 6 to 8 p.m. So we got 2 night shows now.
Yes.
Going to go Tuesdays, 6 to 8, and Wednesdays here from 6 to 7, and then we'll go 6 to 8 once football season starts. So
that would be martes.
yes, martes.
6 a las 8.
For the Mexicanos
For our
out there.
Spanish-speaking friends.
So again, guys, our noon show has moved from Tuesdays from 6 to 8, but you guys, if you missed it, you can go back and get it. It's already up posted at thenewsportsgrew.com. So check that out. We have the video and audio for you guys to download.
Yeah, man, don't be scared if you don't see it live. Don't be scared. You can pull it down, listen to it anytime you want. Technology is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It really is.
Seriously. My God. But again, guys, thank you once again for chiming in. You guys want to give us a call today, it's 818-435-8423. Also, subscribe to Icebox. Is it Lucky Icebox on Ustream, Johnny? Is that correct?
Icebox Studios, I think.
Icebox Studios on Ustream.
Yeah.
Again, you guys can watch us live right there. All right, fellas, before we get into it, how was the weekend? Haven't seen you, Johnny, in a while. How was your weekend? Do anything exciting?
Wow, what did I do? Oh, no, I played.
Was that Josh's stuff? Was that Josh's stuff?
I played, yeah, I know, right?
Whoa.
I played softball on Sunday.
Did you really?
Yeah, well, I wanted to play some hardball.
Smoking the
A little
ball.
of that, too. A little of that.
Where, man? The field must have been underwater,
It
dude.
was, yeah, we got kicked off of like three county courses, or not courses. Fields, and then we had to go find like an elementary school. And,
So
we played there.
Wait, did you
you
say
guys did
elementary?
realize that it rained like crazy Friday and Saturday, and
You
it was
know,
still drizzling Sunday.
Sunday in Orange County at 1 o'clock was actually quite nice out.
Quite
Well,
nice.
okay.
So the sun was out. So you
Yeah.
played some softball?
Yeah, played some softball.
Are you a normal softball player? Because this is the first that I've heard of you ever playing
Are
any
you
kind
softball
of
guy?
So,
Oh,
yeah,
I
are you
mean-
like softball slugger guy?
Oh
over
yeah,
here?
I was MVP definitely. The thing is I mean, we play while
You are one pathetic loser.
we play while drinking too. So like you
Oh,
have to
okay.
Who doesn't?
you
So
have
do you
to
play,
hit the
like,
ball
with
and then
one
grab
hand?
your cup and run.
Oh,
for
okay.
first.
Wow.
I kind of
all right.
like this kind of
So-
softball. I could do that.
Yeah, we should try it sometime.
We should try
But,
that.
yeah. So we had a good time though.
And
Good
the police
time.
didn't show up?
No. So it's at the very end, some angry dad who was at the school. He came up. What are you guys playing on this field? You're ripping it apart. You know how much rain we've gotten in the last few days?
Exactly.
Phil wasn't ripped up at all. First of all, there's I
Asshole.
mean, this was like an elementary school.
Uh-huh.
We're at. Ain't nobody big playing there. Don't worry about it.
Chill out, man.
Well, that's good to know, John. Me and Knocker, we had a pretty good week last week as far as the VIPs, man. Me and Knocker, we're getting heated up coming into the NHL playoffs
Yep.
and NBA playoffs.
One
we're-
again right before we went on the air.
Yeah, I'm telling you, me and you have been on fire lately. So again, become a VIP today at thenewsportsgrew.com. But coming up today's show, guys, we're gonna get some NFL free agency. Oh, we got a phone call already? All right. Well, before the show starts, bring them in.
Love it.
All right, you're on Live the Sportscast. Who we got?
Hey guys, it's Inferno. What up?
What up,
Colonel?
Colonel?
Oh.
Haven't seen you in a
Buddy.
while, my buddy. How's it going?
It's going good, man. Hey, by the way, the official term for the softball game that Johnny was playing last weekend is called slosh ball.
Oh yeah. You know what?
Nice.
You're right. You're absolutely
It
right.
actually has an official name.
Thank you.
Wow. I love it.
Oh, absolutely. and you got to put a keg on second base, and you can't pass second base
without
until
filling
you
your
drink
glass.
10 ounces of beer.
Are you being truthful right now,
I
Colonel?
believe he is.
Oh.
is. Yeah.
Swear to God, I used to play at Long Beach State when I went there. Absolutely.
That
true.
is
All right,
awesome.
all right, Colonel, you're on my team. You're on my team.
Colonel's on our
next
team.
time
yeah.
next time you're out here, you're on my team.
So slosh ball is what it's called?
Yeah, because you're running in the
Yeah,
sloshing
slosh
out of the cup.
Slosh ball.
right?
That's all. Johnny, we need to start a Sportscast slosh ball team.
Oh yeah, okay.
Get
okay.
we get Proto in there, the Colonel, we all the drinkers
Yeah.
for the show in there.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Final score. Who the hell cares?
Yeah, who cares? Colonel,
Wait, who's keeping score?
Yeah. Colonel, hey, big shout, man. Did you see the post, the picture Colonel put out on Instagram?
No.
He put our Sportscast sticker on a fucking tank.
Ah, that was
What?
awesome. That was awesome.
That was fucking
Yeah.
cool.
I love this
Yeah.
man, and I ain't afraid to say it. I love this man. Thank you so much. That is the most awesome thing ever.
Hell yeah, man. Absolutely. Hey, you want to hear a good non-related story tonight? My worst liked basketball team, college basketball team, lost tonight to Wake Forest.
Ooh, oh, awesome. What team would that be?
The Blue Douche Devils.
Ah, the douchebag devils.
The douche devils.
The
huh?
douche devils.
They lost to Wake, huh? Well, good for
Seriously.
them. Good. Good
My
for them,
God.
Demon Deacons.
Absolutely.
God love that.
Hey, well, we were just.
I'm almost as happy watching them lose as I am Dallas.
Not quite though. Nothing brings as much pleasure as watching Dallas lose,
God,
right?
it's horrible.
100% agree with that.
It's horrible. I swear. Hey, but your Capitals right now. How your Capitals doing right now against the Flyers? Not doing too well.
Caps I think, are down 2-0.
Yeah.
End of the second, or in the second, something like that.
But what a collapse on Saturday by the Capitals against
Josh
the Flyers.
is just trying
huh?
to change the subject. He
Yeah.
just doesn't want to talk about how shitty the Cowboys are anymore.
Hey, but what about our Wizards?
You know, I tell you, it's who?
The Wizards. I'm winning money on the Wizards. They're actually covering on the sports line, man. They're actually like 10-4 or something like that. The last 14, possible game bets on Washington. They're actually playing pretty good basketball.
Yeah, but when the line is 30 points, money.
It's kind of not hard to take the plus 20 points, right, on every game.
Okay, man. I tried to find something glowing in DC sports, man. Okay, sorry. I tried.
Colonel, I want to get your opinion, buddy, because I know you're a big sports guy. We're just going to get into this new NFL rule that they're kind of proposing with the field goal. Instead of the extra points, they want to back it up into a 42, I believe, yard field goal, 43-yard field goal.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on this, man? You think it's going to be something maybe is going to be good for the game, or is this really just being kind of foolish?
You know, I tell you, they've been throwing around the idea of what to do with the extra point for ever since the end of the season this past year. I kind of like getting rid of the extra point.
Right.
It'd be automatic, and then if the team wants to go for two, they either make it and get 2 points, or if they don't make it, they lose 8 points. I think the flow of the game would go a lot better. You could put it 42, you could put it 35, you could put it 20. The extra point is lame. It's overused. It's automatic, and I don't think a 42-yard field goal would make much of a difference. I'm sure it would make it would disrupt the flow of the game. I think get rid of it. Let them go for two. If they make it, great. If not, they take away 1 point.
So you literally would take the extra point out of the game itself, and everybody has to go for two. And if you don't get it, you lose a point.
No, you don't have to go for two.
Okay.
You can take the option of either going, okay, we got 7 points, we're good, we'll kick off and be done with it, or
Right.
we want to go for the extra point, but risk losing a point at the same time.
Okay, I can
Does
see
that
that.
make sense?
It could be an interesting rule. Knocker, what are your thoughts as far as
Well,
coming
you know
into
how
this?
I feel about field goals. Okay, I think you shouldn't even be able to attempt a field goal
Yeah, you
until the
hate
last
it.
2 minutes
Yeah.
of each half.
Well, this is different.
That's my opinion.
This isn't a field goal.
I agree.
This is an extra point.
The extra point should not be a kick anymore. And I'm sorry to the kickers because you are, taking them out of the game. And right now they're extremely valuable. They really are. But dude, 1,267 extra points were attempted and only 5 were missed. So it is automatic.
There you go.
It's boring, and all you've done to the game, and like the Colonel says, you're trying to bring excitement to the game, and all you do is, okay, after a touchdown, you get a freaking commercial.
But it's
and then
been
after
like-
the
it's been
extra
like
point,
that for
you get
30,
3
40
commercials.
years.
Well, I understand that, but it's not it's not something that's written in stone that you can't change.
That's
They
the
change other
problem.
things.
So if they go to this 43-yard field goal, wouldn't it in essence make the kicker one of the most important players on the team?
Well, he is now anyway. He is now anyway because games are won by field goals. Most of the games are won by field goals, especially in the playoffs. If you got a guy like Prater in Denver, or some of the other kickers that are just automatic, it's a big boost to your football team. But I'm with the Colonel, man. Okay, you get 7 points. You want more points? You got to run the ball in.
When a guy has the nickname Automatica, and you know who I'm talking about, that's what it is. It's automatic. So, and you still need a kicker. You still need to do the kickoff. You still need to do the punt. You still need to do field goal. It's all good. The kicker's not going to be unemployed. I'm just saying the flow of the game will be a lot better without having to deal with that 7th extra point when it's automatic almost 99.9% of the time.
No, and I agree.
Just saying.
No, I agree, Colonel. And the thing you got to think about this is maybe in sports, nothing should be automatic. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
In a sporting event, nothing should just be a given. You should have to earn everything you do as far as getting
well, back in the day when your left tackle, Lou Groza, the award is the Lou Groza Award, right? He was the left tackle. And he was the kicker, some big burly guy that could, kick the ball 30 yards.
Yeah.
It wasn't automatic back then, but it is now, especially indoors. And how the hell do you miss an extra point indoors?
Yeah.
Stupid. So I agree with the Colonel. Give him the 7 points. You don't want to go for any more points. Fine, let's go kick the ball off and not waste another 40 seconds of valuable viewer time. And if you want more points, you line up. You go for 2. If you make it, you got 9. If you miss it, you got 6.
Okay, Colonel, real quick before I let you go again, man, great hearing from you, and thank you so much for that sticker on the tank. That thing is fucking awesome. I showed my wife; she was all pumped.
You didn't show me. Why didn't you show me?
It's awesome. I thought you'd see it. How are you not? Oh, well, I was just
dude. I'm 55. I barely know how to turn my computer on. You want me to look on Instagram? I don't even know how to get there. Okay?
I do. I want to get a poster of it. It's awesome.
But I think that's the most awesome thing I've ever heard.
It's awesome. I'll show you the picture.
Now I want to put one on a shell. And fire one at some Taliban motherfucker.
Sportscast shell.
That's what I want to do.
Real quick though, we're with the draft obviously is coming up. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But real quick off the bat, where do you think Johnny Manziel ends up?
Oh, tail end of the 3rd round.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. He's too much hype. I don't think he's going to live up to the hype. I think he's just going to go deep. Kind of like what you like to do on a weekend night, go deep.
Yeah. All right, Colonel.
Go deep, but it doesn't work out at the end.
No, maybe not 3rd. You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I'd say 2nd round, not 3rd. I just don't think he's going to go 1st round. I really don't.
Wow. Okay.
There's too much talent out there.
Bold call. Bold call by the Colonel. All right, man. Well, thank you very much, Colonel. And hey, you know what? I'm going to send you out a free shirt. But did you see we got our Sportscast shirts in?
Absolutely awesome. I'll wear it.
All right. What size are you gonna need?
Extra large.
Extra.
That's what I'm talking about.
Extra. That's our time. That's because
whether it was a large or medium, he didn't care. I need an extra large.
Extra large. All right, hey,
Colonel, you're supposed to say direct message me.
It's like, it's like buying condoms.
Yeah.
What size do you need?
Double X. All right, Colonel. Hey, can you DM me your address and I'll send one out for you?
Yeah, we'll do, man.
All right. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Nice hearing from you.
All right, guys.
You take care. Peace.
Peace out.
Love that guy, man. He's awesome.
Dude, I can't believe you did our stickers on a tank.
Yeah, our stickers on a U.S. military tank. It's awesome.
And I don't know about this.
It's Johnny, you saw it, right?
Yeah. It was
Dude,
pretty
it's
awesome.
fucking cool.
And I don't know about this.
I could have sworn
My face and your face is on a U.S. military vehicle.
Yes. I love it.
I think it's great, dude. We should put it on a shell, though, and just fire that motherfucker, like,
Yeah, like, they put the medals on, the ones that they dropped on Japan and shit. Mm-hmm. Let's just put a Sportscast sticker and, says, up yours, Taliban, Fuck them. I'm just saying, man. Can you smell?
Yeah, can you smell?
Put the Sportscast
There you
sticker
go.
right there, baby.
What the Rock is cooking.
Send it over with that on there, baby.
Greetings.
All right, buddy. Let's get into a little bit more of this conversation. You guys want to chime in again? 818-435-8423. Throw me something in the back here while we get into this, Johnny. Real quick, something that just popped in my head about this rule, though. Now, let's just say at the end of the game, I'm going for a game-tying touchdown, okay? I'm down by 7 points. You're telling me I've got to score that touchdown and then rely on a 43-yard field goal to tie the game?
Yes.
I don't know if I like that. And as far as me being betting men, how does this change Vegas?
Oh, it completely changes it because now
And the
all
spreads and
kinds
the
of different
lines.
spreads and numbers and all kinds of pool numbers come into play. You know, that 5-5 isn't a stupid number as it
It's
is now.
not.
You know, it's a boring play. It's a waste of time. Nobody rushes the kicker. You know, and you got kickers out there. Justin Tucker is saying, you know, well, why doesn't the NFL just come out and say that they want to do away with kickers? You know, just be straight about it and blah blah. And I don't think that's it. I think that it's boring. You know, it is boring.
Well,
and then he comes out and says, I'm sorry, but he comes out and says, well, now you bring in the injury factor because they're going to rush a lot harder trying to disrupt a 43-yard extra point than they are the extra point. I don't care.
Yeah, don't be a pussy.
I don't care.
Yeah.
And you know how, like I said, you know how I feel about field goals, man. Anything to take something boring, time-consuming, there's just no need for it. I think you should have to run for your extra point, period.
Don't you think though that a lot of the sports, but the 4 major sports, they just try and every year it seems like, oh, we got to change something, we got to make something new, more exciting.
Right.
Come on, leave it how it is for a while. Not everything has to be changed.
Yeah, every single year they're trying to do
It's something. It's starting to get really annoying now.
I
It's
agree
like,
with you.
what's this new rule now? There's a new rule in baseball. There's this new rule in football. It's like I got to keep up now with all these new rules every single year.
Well, you know, it's like AT&T. You know, someone out there's got to prove their worthiness of a paycheck. So somebody on the rules committee has got to, you know, I'm on the rules committee. We got to do something. Why are we here?
Just getting
you know, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's the best game in America. You know,
so
but
you're for it, Johnny. You're for it.
I'm for abolishing it.
No, I what? Okay, you're for abolishing
I'm for
it?
abolishing it. Touchdown is 7 points.
Okay.
Okay. You want 1 point? You run it in from the 2-yard line.
Wait, touchdown 6 points.
I would change it to 7. Or leave it at 6. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the point value is.
Okay.
Okay. I just don't want the extra point anymore.
Well, it does matter.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it
Because if you're
does.
talking
It
field goals, still
completely
counts as
does.
3.
Yeah. I
Well,
don't care if you give the touchdown
you're
6
talking-
or 7 points. My point is, after a touchdown,
Well, it's two field goals is then equal to a touchdown
Yeah, you're not making sense
without the extra point. But if
It
it's
is- it is
7,
now.
if you get 7,
well, a touchdown should be worth more than 2 field goals. So I will give it the 7 points. Okay,
so you're
because I don't
saying-
like the field
then give
goal
it the
anyway.
7. Okay, then give
Okay,
it the 7.
I'll give a touchdown 7 points.
Okay.
Your extra point is this. You want 1 point? We're going to put the ball on the 2-yard line.
Okay.
Okay. You want 2 points? We're going to put it on the 5-yard line. That's it.
And you kick it or
Done deal.
run it in?
No, you don't get to kick it at all.
There's no kicking.
No,
It's
no
out
extra
of the
point.
game.
There is no kicked extra point in the game of football
Johnny,
anymore.
what would you do?
well, I mean, if you take away the kicking, then why is it called football?
I'm only taking away the extra point. I'm not taking
He's not
away the
taking a
kickoffs,
field goal.
the punts, and I'm not
I know.
taking field goals
I
away.
know, what I'm
Just
saying-
the extra point. It's
I'm
just
saying,
too easy.
I think they need to keep it because if you're never really kicking the ball, then you can't call it football, and we got to change the name of it
We've
altogether.
kicked it plenty of times. It's punted and it's kicked off and it's field goals. There's plenty of kicking.
But it doesn't
in
matter
the game
when it
of
comes
football.
to the
Well,
punting
that's just,
of it.
That's just my opinion.
I think that
the extra point is automatic and boring.
The extra point has to stay. I don't mind
Yeah.
moving it back. I
Yeah,
don't
move it-
mind
move
moving
it back.
I
Okay.
don't mind it. So
Yeah, move it
I don't
back.
mind the new rule change. So we'll move on, guys.
back
Again,
in the the 40s when they started playing, and that was kind of the rule. They had a bunch of just shitty white players just kicking the ball. Now they got like really good guys kicking the ball. And
They're still white. They're
they
little
didn't
white
catch
guys.
up. They didn't catch up with
Well,
the
yeah,
times
it used to be
yet.
the left tackle kicking straight forward.
Yeah.
You know? Now that was fun. That was an iffy
Now when
thing.
people, now when guys realize that they can make millions of dollars kicking a football, they were like, "Oh, I better come really good at this.
Absolutely,
Figure
man.
that shit out."
and you know what I never
Make it
get?
harder for 'em.
We're talking about kickers here. It's like the biggest show we've ever talked about kickers in football. How do teams in the NFL, even in college, not have a good kicker? It blows my mind every year how a college team comes in and they can't make literally a 25-yard field goal.
Blows you away.
How is it not an athlete? You just go to the soccer field and grab the best athlete and say, you're going to kick footballs for
Exactly.
us.
You don't have to come to practice or anything. Just
I don't get it.
just show up and kick. Yeah, absolutely. That's as much of a conundrum to me as why.
Like USC, for so many years, didn't have a good kicker. It's like, what are you doing?
Exactly. There's
USC. You don't have an athlete that
There's
can
a
kick
million
a ball?
Jose's that could probably
Yes.
kick field goals for you that would
I
love the
wasn't gonna
education.
Go racist, but go ahead.
I am going to go racist.
Okay.
And I'm also going to
I don't
go
think that's
racist with
racist.
how
think
does
that's accurate.
how does USC not field a competitive basketball team? You could go in a 4-mile freaking radius to the playgrounds
I just had a conversation with my
and
boss.
find a competitive team
That should be a movie.
from Manual Arts, Washington High Manual Arts.
Where are we gonna get a good kicker?
Seriously.
It's disgusting. Hell, let Alex Morgan kick the freaking field goals for
I'm
God's
telling
sake.
you, if there's a chick out there, I'll get the chick.
Mia Hamm, let her kick.
Yeah.
I agree with you. These
It really
schools.
frustrates me, especially when you're betting, man, and you're looking at these like, you really just missed literally a chip shot. And it wasn't even close.
Don't you love the look on the college football coach's face when the guy's like 0 for 3 and he's got to make a decision on, oh my God, do we try this again, man?
Have a nice day, douchebag!
Seriously.
But yeah, I mean, it amazes me, and I just in professional football, I just don't see any reason to have it. So
Yeah.
whatever.
All right. Well, we'll move on. We're getting into a couple of free agents here, and
Okay.
then after the break, guys, we're going to cover the rest of our the two AFC divisions. Give our over/unders. Again, guys, 818-435-8423 is the number. And again, guys, make sure you order your shirts. We were telling Colonel to order one. We just got our new shipment in, so we sold out the first one quickly, but we got a new one right in. Women's and men's sizes. The women's are very sexy shirts. I got to say, even Knocker's not even gonna let my sister wear it. With
Oh no,
I mean,
Mary's
literally.
not putting
Did
one
you
of
see
those
her
on.
in Vegas? What she was wearing?
No.
You
She
never
Facebooked a
talk with
bunch-
our daughter.
She on Facebook. I
your
know she
daughter.
was playing craps till 4 in the morning.
Yeah, did you see her Facebook? You need to get on that.
I need to take care of that.
Seriously.
Hey, she belongs to Zach
Ever
now,
since
man.
she's got those +2s, she's like, bam.
Different girl. Huh?
Seriously,
Yeah.
I'm married. I'm married.
I'm
These are
telling
my
you.
breasts.
I'm telling
Yeah.
Johnny, like, cause she didn't really have any. She was kind of flat chested her whole life. She gets these suckers now. It's like every V-neck. I mean, she's just sporting these things.
Yeah.
God, it's like this. My
Hey,
sister,
you buy a
but it's like-
Ferrari, you're gonna show it off, right?
Yeah.
yeah, seriously.
You know what's Zach? I played golf with Zach on Monday, as a matter of fact, and
It's tough looking at him.
nah, man, it's cool.
I know. I forget it's your
You know,
daughter.
No, seriously, Johnny, I was just gonna go there. Is it bad if I take a gander?
Well, I mean, I played golf with you and Zach one time,
right?
and I kind of chuckled to myself, like, "Wow, man, you're banging Bud's daughter, and she's got
he's
some
cool
big
with it.
boobies." And,
Oh wow!
I don't have a problem
Johnny.
with it, man. He treats her good, and you know
Johnny,
what?
and you know what?
I'm
And
doing.
that's the bottom line, right? 'Cause Stone Cold said so.
That's
And
right.
I'm doing somebody else's daughter, so are you. So
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
yeah,
that's
yeah,
just the
yeah,
way
yeah.
life goes.
Yeah,
but,
I'm doing my boss's daughter. How about that?
they made a movie about that.
yeah, there's several. But Zach was saying he taught Mary how to play craps.
Never ends well.
Yeah.
right. And she
She's
got on one of
addicted.
those tables that eight or nine people can sit around, and they have the dice in the middle. It's not really electronic because the dice bobble up in
I
this
love
ball.
those ones. I sit at it all the time. It's the best game in the world. It's better than a real craps table.
So he was ready to go to bed, right? And I guess the table was
pussy.
winning. The table was winning. Mary was winning. So he tells me, he goes, "Yeah, Mary, it's time to go. You're up. Let's go." And the guy sitting next to her goes, "Oh no, no. She's not going anywhere, right?" Guy whips out 100 and puts it in the slot for her. So she's
She's such a Catholic woman too.
yeah. So Zach's like, "Well, I you got 7-8 friends. It ain't costing me money. Go play."
That's what I said.
4:30 in the morning. He was
Party
playing. till-
animal.
Our family has a problem.
Yeah, we all are bad gamblers. We really are. It's really starting to get horrible.
Ay, ay,
All
ay.
right, real quick though, before we move on, I wanted to get we were talking about these rules before it started. A writer out on ESPN, his name is Dan Graziano, came out with a couple other interesting rules that maybe the NFL should start implementing here. We were talking before here. His first one here is the first down chains. They're just outdated, right? I mean, isn't there technology now where we can have like a laser on one end of the stick and then have a laser on the end, and we know how big 10 yards is?
There is.
There has to be.
No, there is. A guy called me about investing into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you hop on that?
I'm not gonna. I can't go through any of the information
Oh,
because
look
that's
at this
insider
guy.
trading secrets.
I could tell you that I have to kill you.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean that's a pretty hefty investment, and they can actually logo it out with
Yeah.
marketing brands. Like they had Coca-Cola on it, so
Yeah.
they can put that right on
See?
the field.
Right there.
Yeah, they should
Knocker,
do
are you
that.
for it? Knocker, you said keep the chains, right?
I like the chain.
Why?
I like those dudes trotting out and
And then pull
The
out that
suspense-
Like
the
you don't know how much is in
suspense.
that slack?
yeah,
Oh,
the
my
suspense
God.
and pulling that out. No, you missed it by a link. Yeah,
so old.
I like
He's
that.
so
I
old.
like that.
He was against them getting something other than leather helmets too. I like them. You know, when they come out and they
fit in
like
your pocket
flaps
and
around
shit.
their ears.
They fit in their pockets and shit. And you're going to miss the guys getting run over.
Yeah.
Isn't it the best when the chain guy gets run over on the sidelines?
It is pretty
Isn't
good.
it?
It's pretty good.
Yeah,
What about pass interference? Something's got to be done in the NFL about pass interference. You can't tell me I can just chuck the ball up 50 yards, and if you bump my guy before he get, 15 yards into his route, then he gets a 50-yard. No, that's just bullshit. College is the way to go.
I think on most interference plays, it should be a 15-yard penalty. But then if you only make it a 15-yard penalty, that gives the DB, the opportunity to just, if he's beaten bad, to just tackle the guy, and it's only going to be 15. Or, he's never going to give up the big play. The best thing to do would be just to tackle the guy, right?
Yeah.
So I think there's got to be some way there's different kinds, of if it's incidental interference, the guy didn't turn his head back, but he didn't really disrupt the play all that much. That's one thing. But if he gets there early and crushes the guy before the ball gets there, then that's one thing.
Okay.
But running with the guy and he didn't turn his head back fast enough, so now it's a 45-yard penalty and the ball landed out of bounds anyway.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. 15 yards.
Well, it comes here on Twitter. It says, change is good. The pace of the Pro Bowl was perfect. No kicking the extra point. Run, Forrest, run. I mean,
see?
It is going to be kind of interesting. They're going to have to do something, and I'm kind of for that new change. But real quick, guys, a couple other rules that this guy is looking to implement in the NFL here. Knocker, you were all about this one here. Players lobbying officials.
Hate it. If you get up and you do this gesture. What I'm pretending, they all look at the ref
Every sport
and they
does
say,
that.
throw the flag, throw the flag, throw the flag. I'm gonna throw a flag. I'm gonna give a unsportsmanlike conduct because you're trying to influence me and my brain.
Oh, so
we don't need that. I know I'm the referee. I know what I'm doing. I'll throw the flag if
I can't
feel
express my opinion to what I think it is.
Not on that,
I'm
no.
not cursing at you.
No,
I'm not.
no.
I'm not berating you.
I go Maverick on that. I'll throw the flag when I'm goddamn good and ready. You got that?
You give too much power.
So no.
Let the game be played.
But it's every single play. It's whining. They're all just whiners. You didn't catch the ball. I'll throw the flag. It's my job to throw the flag. I don't need you to get up and show the whole crowd that you think it's interference trying to show me up. No. Get up. I'll throw the flag if it's interference. Get your ass back to the huddle where it belongs.
All right, last two here. Spiking the ball to stop the clock. Isn't there a rule about intentional grounding? Why is it okay when you're in a hurry at the end of a game?
Yeah, he brought up a great point. Yeah, if you do that on second down
There's no
with 10
receiver
minutes
next
left.
to me, I'm throwing it at the center's ass, basically.
Exactly. So, I mean, I think, you should just take a knee instead of spiking it down because I think that's what he's saying.
Because taking a knee runs the clock. Spiking it actually stops the clock. That's the difference.
because it's an incomplete pass.
Right.
That's correct. Well,
So should we give a penalty on that now, or do you think it's okay to keep? I mean, by definition of the rule, that is
should be grounding.
grounding.
Absolutely.
So,
And if you're behind and you're running out of time, that's your own damn
lastly,
fault.
this is one. This is what's that, Johnny? No.
What would Johnny do?
I don't know. I don't. You don't have to play all that. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna say that it's not really intentional grounding because there is a player there.
I'm intentionally
What
chucking the
plan?
ball
You're
on the ground.
throwing
What
it straight
player?
down in the ground.
Yeah, I know, but as long as it's near a receiver, it doesn't matter.
No,
I mean, you can throw it at a player.
No. Intentional
10
grounding,
yards away.
Intentional grounding. You have to be throwing it towards a player to make
Your running back
play.
is behind you.
to
It's not
make
even
the
in front.
play.
Spiking a play
But if
is
you're-
not throwing it with the intention of completing a pass. When you're spiking it,
I
you're
like
not,
Mark Sanchez.
As long as you're attempting to throw it
You're not throwing it. You're
the
throwing
frame.
it straight down.
I know, but you're attempting to throw it.
But
at
you're
a
not
player.
attempting.
You're
You
wrong.
said
Have to
not-
get rid of it real
You're not
quick.
throwing it at an eligible player, Johnny.
Johnny.
I don't know. That's what I think.
No,
What
sorry,
I think.
Johnny.
I don't see a problem.
That's
with
why
it.
you're running the board.
I don't see a problem with it.
Love you guys. Last here, though, I think this one definitely has to be done. Replay challenges and reviews. Why does a coach need to throw a red flag out? If the play's wrong, and we obviously see that on TV, the play needs to be changed.
If it's controversial, then look at it. Either get rid of it or look at controversial
I mean,
plays.
when you go to commercial break and they show me the replay 10 different times and they come back and they still have the call wrong just because the coach didn't challenge it. Come on.
No, I agree.
Change the play.
No, if you're going to have replay, then have replay.
All right, guys, real quick, we're going to go to break. When we get back, we're going to cover the last of the AFC. I believe it's the AFC West and the AFC North or South. I'm not sure which one we didn't cover last week, but we'll check on it. When we get back, guys, you want to chime in, 818 435-8423. Again, we're going to be giving away, I think we got one more $50 gift card from Island, so we'll be giving that away if you guys want to call. And also, we'll be giving away a free shirt. We just got our new shirts in. We just got our first...
Are there islands in Texas?
I'm not sure if there's islands.
Because the Colonel deserved it for...
Well, I'm going to give him a free shirt. We're giving him a free shirt. We're going to send Colonel a shirt. So, all right, guys, we'll be back right after this.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Now, walk into the club like, what up? I got a big cock. I'm just pumped. I bought some shit from a thrift shop. Ice on the fringe is so damn frosty. The people like,
damn, that's a cold ass honky.
Rolling in hella deep, headed to the mezzanine. Dressed in all pink, set my gator shoes. Those are green, draped in a leopard mink. Girl standing next to me. Probably should've washed this. Smells like R. Kelly sheets. But shit, it was 99 cents. I get copping it, washing it. About to go and get some compliments. Passing up on those moccasins. Someone else has been walking in by me and grungy fucking man. I am stunting and flossing and saving my money. And I'm hella happy that's a bargain, bitch. I'ma take your grandpa style. I'ma take your grandpa style. No, for real. Ask your grandpa, can I have his hand-me-down? Thank you. Velour jumpsuit and some house slippers. Dookie brown leather jacket that I found. Dig it. They had a broken keyboard. I bought a broken keyboard. I bought a ski blanket. Then I bought a kneeboard. Hello, my ace man, my mellow. John Wayne ain't got nothing on my fringe game, hell no. I could take some pro wings, make them cool, sell those. The sneakerheads will be like, he got the Velcro.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
What she know about rocking the wolf on your noggin? What she knowin' about wearing a fur fox skin? I'm digging, I'm searching right through that luggage. One man's trash, that's another man's come up. Thank your granddad for donating that plaid button up shirt. Cause right now I'm up in her skirt. I'm at the Goodwill, you can find me in the I'm not stuck on searching in the section. Your grandma, your auntie, your mama, your mammy. I'll take those flannel zebra jammies secondhand and rock that motherfucker. The built-in onesie with the socks on that motherfucker. I hit the party and they stop in that motherfucker. They be like, oh, that Gucci, that's hella tight. I'm like, yo, that's $50 for a t-shirt. Limited edition, let's do some simple edition. $50 for a t-shirt, that's just some ignorant bitch shit. I call that getting swindled and pimped. I call that getting tricked by business. That shirt's hella dope. And having the same one as 6 other people in this club is a hella don't. Peep gang, come take a look through my telescope. Tryna get girls from a brand, man, you hella won't. Man, you hella won't.
Goodwill, poppin' tags, yeah.
I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible. I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'll wear your granddad's clothes. I look incredible.
Come on, man.
I'm in this big ass coat from that thrift shop down the road. I'm gonna pop some tags. Only got $20 in my pocket. I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is fucking awesome.
Is that your grandma's coat?
Back here NFL Game Day Show. We're coming to you live in Icebox Studios every Wednesday, right here, 6 to 7. And then we'll get going about 6 to 8 once NFL season starts up. Again, I want to thank you all the fans for chiming in. Again, guys, you want to follow us on Twitter at sportscast_THN. Come on Twitter real quick. Knocker says, wait. This whole it's my job thing, I know what I'm doing isn't true. They're just making bad calls and no calls. So Knocker, calling you out on your little rant there with the refs. So it is Irish. How'd you know that? Did you already know? It's gotta be. He called you out without even seeing that tweet. I like that.
Everybody calling me out. But bottom line is, come on. If they really wanted to, the referees could call a penalty. I think the NFL referees, for the most part, it's mayhem. And when the ball snapped, you've got 22 people trying to kill each other at a very high pace. I mean, sorry. Now, I do believe that they should make them full-time job. The NFL makes enough money to where the referees should be full-time employees.
You see if they're raising the salary cap too? They're going to be raising that sucker up like to $150 million or something like that.
Again, they should make them full-time employees.
Ridiculous.
And that's all they do, and the game would be better off.
Yeah.
But, to try and referee a game, you've refereed hockey. Mm-hmm. Refereeing ain't easy.
No.
I mean, when do you put the whistle away? When do you blow it? I mean, it's...
Trust me, you take your fair share. I've had my threats on me. I've had...
Right? So for the most part, for the size and the speed of what's going on out there, I think they do a great job. And yeah, they're going to miss calls, but that's what the replay's for. That's what's there. I don't need players whining.
I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, SportsTradeX.com, guys. It's the official fantasy site of the Sportscast. Knocker is on there daily. I will be on there once baseball season starts. Make sure you guys sign up today. It's a daily sports, your daily fantasy site where you guys can win real cash money. Easy payouts right away. It's quick and easy. And you guys can get 30% added on to your deposit, 30% bonus if you guys are in your Sportscast in the promo box when you guys do your checkout deposit. So sportstradex.com, guys, check them out today. And another shout out to juicywhip.com, big sponsor of the show, for all your horchata, your aguas frescas out there. Make sure you guys check them out at juicywhip.com and all your local El Pollo Locos. So, all right, guys, let's get into Shot of the Week award, brought to you by PWCI Construction. Find them at pwconstructioninc.com. Big sponsor of the show. You guys hear us again each week. Sonny Marshall, thank you very much. Congratulations to your Ducks, though, playing well once again. And pwconstructioninc.com, guys, is where you can find them today. So, all right, I'm going to throw it to you, Knocker. What do you got first on the board here?
First, is that fan on or off?
That fan is on low. It can't be on high because it messes up the show.
Never mind. My shot goes to
I think Knocker should just do his show in his underwear from now on.
You know what?
Yeah, what's wrong with you?
He's
I'm
on
not
menopause.
that bad.
Dude,
I'm not that bad. Josh, are you that bad?
I'm a 50.
I mean, it is warm, but
I'm a 55-year-old
And
Mexican.
but he's
I'm
in
hot-blooded.
shorts in a shirt. Like, I'm in pants.
yeah, but I got long johns
Yeah.
on.
I'm a hot-blooded Latin.
I'm fine.
So I'm gonna say I'm a hot-blooded Latin, man.
And you're menopausing.
And I'm male-pausing here.
Menopause.
Hot flashes.
What do you got, Knocker?
Wichita State Wheat Shockers, 31-0. I don't care what conference you're in. If it was easy, it wouldn't take every 20 or something odd years for somebody to run through undefeated regular season. Yeah. So, you got to take your hat off. Final Four team last year. Looks like they're headed to the Final Four again. Definitely, obviously, a number one seed, probably in the Midwest bracket. But you gotta love it, man. What can you say about perfection? Perfection is what it is.
I think
they had a great week.
Again, you're talking about the tournament. We're gonna have, I believe, in 2 weeks, we're gonna have a special, guys. So stay tuned for that. We'll help you guys fill out all your brackets, NCAA bracket. We're gonna have a show right after Selection Sunday, where me, Knocker, Johnny, we're gonna go over every single round, pick all of our winners, see how we do. So it's gonna be a fantastic, fun show. Gonna make it probably a drinking show because it's gonna be fun. Do a little two-hour special. We'll go through the whole bracket. It's gonna be fun time. So in 2 weeks, stick around for that. But Knocker, I like it. I like the shot.
And also the kid on thenewsportsguru.com.
Yeah.
The kid that made the 3-point shot falling out of bounds
to win
that high school game in a regional tournament. That's just friggin' awesome. Go to the site, check it out.
Yeah.
Unbelievable shot. But to those two, those are my shots.
Okay. All right, Johnny, what do you got, buddy?
My shot's going to a buddy of mine that was back in New York. He used to be a rapper in this group, but he was. It's kind of funny because he was really popular back in Rochester as a singer, but he's an amazing boxer. And this past Friday night, he was on ESPN2's the Friday Night Fights.
The Ocho?
On the Ocho.
Well, yeah, no.
ESPN on the Ocho.
ESPN Dose. I apologize for all the Mexicans out there.
On the Deuce.
But they had the Boxino middleweight quarterfinals last Friday, and
nice. Congrats up to him, man.
Yeah, man. 6 rounds. I mean, it was an amazing fight, and he's going on to the semifinals. So, and that's in April.
What's his name again? What's his fight?
Willie Monroe Jr.
Look him up.
Willie Monroe.
Go check him out.
Jr.
So he's fighting in New York then, right?
Yeah, he's straight out of Rochester, 5'8",
Straight out of
stand
Rochester.
up. That's what he says.
All
5'8",
right.
5.
All right.
Rochester.
So congrats
Yeah,
to you, buddy.
Big shot. Big
And,
shot.
good luck in April.
Awesome.
Last says, laugh my ass off because he loved our quote. Butt Knocker's on menopause. I can see your vagina from here, Knocker. From
That
on
was
that's on Twitter.
menopausal.
All right, my shot. Low with Twitter. All right, my shot's going to go for no other than Russell Westbrook. Gangster.
Oh, yeah.
Gangster last night recorded the second fastest triple-double ever. Not to say it was against one of the better teams because the Sixers are horrible, but went absolutely off last night. Only in 21 minutes, the guy scored 13 points along with 10 rebounds and 14 assists. Broke, again, a record second fastest all time. Last one was in 1955 by Jim Tucker. You know Jim Tucker?
Yeah, he set that fastest triple-double for
Syracuse.
17 minutes in a game, right?
Syracuse versus New York.
Syracuse Nationals.
Yeah, there we go. Look at you. You know your shit right there. That's
That's
awesome.
it,
I
I
didn't think
do.
you'd know that. That's pretty good, Knocker. I'm going to give you a little. That's pretty good.
Thank you, buddy.
That is. I'm going to give you a little dinger on that. A big ding-a-linger. Find it.
You can find it.
Go,
You
right
can find
there.
your dinger.
I can find my. All right, guys. Shots up, though. Great shots today. Good stuff today. All right, here we go. Shots up. PW Stack Construction. Is that the moonshine?
That's the last shots of the moonshine, man.
Oh, dude. I just like pea quivered when I did that.
Pea quivered.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's get into it, guys. Here we go.
Let's do it.
NFL, baby. Knocker, it's getting closer.
Yeah, baby.
Each month that goes by.
I love it.
It's almost coming back.
I
Can't
love
wait
it.
for the draft right around the corner.
A lot of crap going on out there, man.
There is a lot of stuff. I mean, I could
Free
talk about a
agents.
lot of different stories. Yeah, a lot of free agent signings going on. We got a lot of stuff. You know, some big free agents out there. We'll get into a little bit of that next week.
And what I think is awesome too is I really like. I think the salary cap has really done great things for the NFL. I really do, because now you have teams that have to make decisions based on money, based on, okay, man, we signed this guy, but dude's not worth it no more because we're paying him so much. We can't do this, and it really makes a GM and an owner's job just that much more difficult. Case in point being DeMarcus Ware in Dallas right now.
The last team that finished last, like let's just say in the NFC South, Tampa Bay or Atlanta, one of those two teams could be at the top of the division next year, and that's what's great about the NFL. You look at Carolina, look what they did last year. You look at the Eagles, how they bounced back. Any team can bounce back after a couple years of good drafting. There's just teams that are going to be stuck like Cleveland that just have no chance. I mean, right now, Knocker, if you look at the teams, every team in the NFL right now, okay, I think there are 7 teams that I would say absolutely have no chance of winning the Super Bowl. And that's just absolutely no chance, 0.
Oh, God, yes.
I'd say Oakland, Jacksonville, Tennessee, Cleveland, Buffalo, Miami, and St. Louis.
Wow.
Do you see any one of those teams, even a percent, like, you're telling me there's a chance? Like, you
Okay,
think there's
out of
any
all
chance?
of those teams, which one would be your dark horse team to actually do something? I agree they're not going to get there, but out of those teams, which is going to have the best year next year?
I think Miami's because they have the most talent on the roster.
Okay, I like Tennessee. I think Tennessee
That's
had
not
a
a
good
bad
thing
call.
going.
That's not a
You
bad
know,
call.
Out of all those teams you stuck in there,
Yeah.
I'm not sure that team deserves to be there. But yeah.
It's crazy.
The only thing I don't like, before we get into this and me being old and old school, I mean, when you were a fan, I was an LA Rams fan, and my team was the same team. Yeah, they drafted players, but the core of the team was the same team year in and year out. You knew the players. These were the Rams. This was Jack Snow. This is Roman
It's like
Gable.
it's
This
like
is
my
Fisher
Cowboys
Portman.
when I had Aikman. Or I knew everybody on that team.
Right, and the problem is now is just there's so much movement. It's really hard for a fan, especially a young fan, to attach himself to a team and say, that's my team. These are my guys. It's more about the logo now that you have to root for instead of these are my guys and they're going to be there for the next 10 years.
It's fantasy football.
Yeah, it's what it's evolved into now.
Football.
Yeah.
It's easier to root for your team and a bunch of other guys that are good than it is for you if you're a Cleveland Brown fan.
Yeah.
Or a Buffalo Bill fan. I'm going to root for my fantasy football team over my real team. Would you agree, Johnny, or not? Do you think fantasy football is maybe taking away that, allegiance maybe that a person would have to their team or their home city?
No.
No?
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, all right.
Maybe.
All right, well, let's
no, not
back
really.
that ass up, Johnny.
Yeah, seriously.
That was a very, very
well, because I don't do it with Pittsburgh.
precise answer.
It wasn't. He's like, what are you thinking there? Ah, my God. All right, come. You got Twitter going on? What's going on?
No, I'm just laughing at Johnny. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No. Well, Irish chimes in dark horse, the Browns. So
Hey, we'll see if
I'm not sure if that's a joke
or not. All right. We got 2 divisions left to cover here, Knocker. So
Let's
we got
do
the AFC South, AFC West. We'll go AFC South first. Houston Texans 2-14 last season. God, I mean, you talk about a team that just had a fall from grace, or a team that actually people thought, hey, this is their year. They could probably do something. Obviously, going to have the first pick in the draft coming up this year. Houston Texans, do they take Manziel, and how do you think they turn around this year?
Absolutely. I think they have to take Johnny Manziel.
Right? They have to.
They can,
I know Clowney's got the athletic, he's just the most athletic, the best player probably
they tried
in the
it.
draft.
They tried it once.
Can't.
They tried it once with Mario Williams, and it didn't take him where they wanted to go. Schaub has just. I believe Schaub has just lost the confidence of that team. They've got problems, man. Aaron Foster gets hurt every freaking year now. Andre Johnson. He's getting older.
Yes.
He's not
Defense,
making it through the whole season.
Is pretty good.
Defense is strong, but God, I really feel bad for Brian Cushing, man. 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I do not know if he comes back, and if they lose him, very difficult to replace, and that's something that they're going to have to think about on draft
Have you
days.
taken a look at their schedule yet?
I'm looking at it right now.
It's
It
pretty
doesn't.
easy
It doesn't
schedule
look
for
that
the Texans,
difficult.
obviously, because they
at
finished
all.
so low.
Their away schedule out of conference. They get to play the Browns. They get to play the Steelers. Tough to go into Heinz Field, but they get the Raiders. They get the Cowboys. They get the Giants. They could win every single one of those games.
I'm going with 9-7. I think they improved that much. I'm going 9-7 with the Texans next year.
I'm going to give them 10 wins. I think they come back.
10 wins?
And
Wow,
I think
you're all right.
I think Johnny Manziel, if they pick him, I really think he's good enough to breathe some fire. New coach, new quarterback. Will to win. You cannot argue the will to win. Manziel willed A&M over Missouri. He willed that team to that win in that game.
Right? He's got to.
And yeah, he's a Texas guy. You got to draft that guy.
You got to give that you have right, Johnny Icebox. Do you agree they got to go with Manziel?
Oh yeah, absolutely, and I'll stick him at 9-7 as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens after the draft,
Right.
but I'll put him at that right now.
I think they have the biggest bounce back of any team.
I do too.
They got the most potential.
Yeah,
I'm going to give
now.
them the 10 wins, and I'm
Exactly.
going to give them the division in a squeaker over the Colts.
Okay.
So.
I'm kind of with you on that. Good thinking right there. Now, all right, next up here, Jacksonville surprisingly finished better with a 4-12 record. What's to say about this franchise? I mean, they don't have much there. There's not much going on with Jacksonville. If anything, I see them finishing the same. I don't think they can do anything in the draft that's going to drastically turn them around. I think maybe if they get Bortles, I think that's maybe who you shoot for if you're Jacksonville, because I don't think Manziel will be on the board, because I do think the Texans take him. But if you're Jacksonville, who are you taking? Are you taking Bortles, or are you taking the kid from Louisville?
Well, I think you have to take Bortles. If he's on the board and you're Jacksonville,
right,
I think you have to take him.
Why? What makes him so much more special?
Hometown kid. I mean, he's from the state, right? He played at USF.
Very good point.
And that you always have to think about that, especially if you're not a great team. You got to put butts in the seats. You do. You have to create excitement. So the hometown kid, and you're not just drafting just a guy. He's 6'5". He's got a power arm. And in my opinion, he can last the 2 years of the beating that he's going to take while this team evolves into a contender, if that's where you're going to get. My problem with the Jacksonville Jaguars coming into this season, their away schedule is brutal. They go to Baltimore, they go to Cincinnati, San Diego, Philly, and the only game that looks like a game that they have a chance to win would be the Redskins.
Yeah.
So that away schedule is going
to
not win a game kill away. Them.
Yeah.
They can go 0-8 on the road.
It's not even much better at home. I mean, they play at home against the Texans, Colts, Titans, Browns. Steelers, Dolphins, Cowboys, and Giants. I mean, if any team, they got one win against the Browns, maybe, if that's it.
Yeah, that would be the one that you could put in your pocket.
Yeah,
but,
maybe
you
the
know,
Dolphins, maybe 2.
Depending on what happens in Dallas and Miami.
I might say they might do worse.
I give them 4 wins.
Yeah.
I give them 4 wins. And if they win 4 wins with this schedule, that's a damn good year for that team.
I agree. All right, next up here, we're covering the NFC South over-unders.
AFC South.
AFC South. I'm sorry. Thank you,
No
Knocker.
problem.
Going to get to Tennessee Titans coming up next. Knocker, this is kind of your sleeper. You've always been a Titans fan. Like, you've been Rams, obviously, but Titans kind of always been your dog, especially because you're a Jeff Fisher fan. USC obviously has some ties there.
For those years, yeah.
And Tennessee finished 7-9. Started off strong. Jake Locker goes down. The whole team kind of crumbles from there with other various injuries. But Tennessee, I think they have a good foundation. New coach. How they do this year?
That the enigma is Chris Johnson. You just, what the hell's going on?
I was gonna say, we'll go backtrack real quick on the Jacksonville. Is Chris Johnson and MJD? They're done, right? Both.
Well, MJD is, I believe. I don't think Chris Johnson, just because of his age, and he hasn't been injured. He hasn't had that big injury, so I'm not sure.
You consider them a top 30 running back?
Not anymore.
Johnny, turn your mic on.
Oh, sorry, not anymore.
Between the two of them,
Not anymore, Johnny. No.
I would
Not
take
the last 2 years.
I would risk between the two of them. I would risk my team on Johnson as opposed to Drew because of the breakaway potential and the age.
So you had a pick right now between Chris Johnson and MJD for next year. Who does better? You think Chris Johnson has a better year?
Because I think the Titans are a better team.
What about you, Johnny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. God, that's hard.
I'm gonna give
MJD for me just has so much heart, so much more heart than Chris Johnson.
No, I agree, but he's beat up, and he's gonna get beat up again.
I think you're right. I think Chris Johnson. I think you're right. Chris Johnson. If you're gonna take one of the two,
they've got also a brutal schedule. I'm gonna give them 6 wins because I just think that they're just a better team.
Can Locker get you to the playoffs?
I think so.
Can't he? You do really?
I don't have a problem with Jake Locker at all. I really don't. I really don't.
I don't think he has the skill set.
I'd take him over Andy Dalton. If you put Jake Locker up in Cincinnati, I think Cincinnati is a better football team.
That's an interesting question. Because my biggest complaint about Jake Locker is that his accuracy and his throwing ability.
Yeah, he keeps getting hurt, but I mean, he brings you other things.
It's a good point.
In my opinion, if you line up Andy Dalton and Jake Locker, and you ask who you gonna follow, I'm following Jake Locker.
Yeah, if you say it now, yeah. Especially after last year, Dalton, yeah.
So
Okay, you see them finishing third. How do you see them finishing in the division this year? Third and finish about the same, 7-9, maybe.
I give them 6 wins and they finish third.
Okay,
yeah.
Johnny Box, think they fall a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna think they're all gonna go 6-10 as well. I think they fall a little bit. Not to say that they're not heading in the right direction, because I think the organization is.
Agreed.
And I think in the next 2 or 3 years they're going to be good. But I think next year is going to be really tough for them. All right, again we got the AFC South champion, the Indianapolis Colts, 11-5. Andrew Luck, we saw that comeback game in the playoffs against the Chiefs, unbelievable. But then he goes to New England and didn't have a very good game on the road, losing to Brady and company. But Indianapolis, 11-5. Again, they're an up-and-coming team. I like their coach. I like their quarterback. But they got to get some weapons, right? I mean, I understand they got T.Y. Hilton, but Trent Richardson, was that not the biggest bust of probably 2013?
Wow, that just goes to show you, man, that Heisman Trophy really doesn't mean a whole hell of a lot in the NFL.
Nope.
It hasn't. History has shown that it hasn't.
Nope.
And it still continues to be that way.
Nope.
Oh, there's just a whole list of guys.
Yeah, you can go down.
You can just, you can go down player by player.
I think the best
by player.
one's probably done something like the Heisman Trophy winner that's probably done the best, Reggie Bush. As far as
in the last 10 years?
Yeah, in the last 10 years.
Probably.
The most success.
I'd have to go there.
Yeah.
I'd definitely have to go there. So. I believe Indianapolis goes 9-7, and they lose out by one game to the Texans.
So you're taking the Texans to finish from last to first.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's not just because all the HTCs are following me now.
Yeah. Seriously, have you seen that, Johnny, him on Twitter? He's a slut. He went out there, and he got every Texans cheerleader almost to follow him.
No shit.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Rocking it. HTCs, baby.
Thank you. He's changed sides this year. All right, right, guys. That's been. We'll cover the AFC West next week because we're running short on
no
time.
problem.
So again, I like covering the divisions in depth. Again, thanks for the call, Colonel. Again, we'll send you out your shirt. And fans, once again, make sure you guys continue following us on Twitter, sportscast_THN. Subscribe on iTunes to our show. Leave a review and rate the show. Spread the word. Tell a friend.
Absolutely.
Buy your shirts today. And again, we'll be back next week. We have a show next Tuesday, 6 to 8, our regular sportscast show. You guys can watch that live on Rant Radio Network, so check that out. Knocker, thank you once again.
You're welcome.
A brand new Icebox tonight, Johnny.
Yep.
About a half an hour.
Half hour.
Good stuff. It'll be just us boys kicking back, shooting the shit, hitting the bongs, drinking the beers, and getting it on. Take me out, Johnny. Take me out.
Wow. Okay.